Cancer, hello there, welcome back to your collective love reading. If you could do the nice bits for me, guys, liking, sharing, subscribing, that'd be fabulous. Thank you very much. I'm getting a really anxious feeling coming in, like a moon energy, 8 of Swords, and out of breath, panicking, quite hesitant. Might be yourself that's feeling like that, or somebody that you're involved with. What can you give me, please, Spirit, coming into the... Whoa, what card was that? That wanted to fling itself out there. The Devil energy. Yep, there is someone panicking like you wouldn't believe here. I'll put that back. My. Okay, what can you give me, please, Spirit, coming into the reading for Cancer? What do you have for me for the wonderful Cancers, please, Spirit? 9 of Swords. We've got it. Stress coming into the reading. I've felt it. You heard me describing it. Your party, how do they view you at the moment? Page of Wands, lack of enthusiasm, maybe irritable, kind of losing it a little bit, sharp. I'm hearing more of a lull than cocky. Now remember, this is how they view you. Doesn't mean to say it's how you actually are. What's gone down between the both of you in the recent past? 6 of Swords. There's that wanting to move forward, but I'm hearing trepidation. The wanting to move forward, but there's blockages there. You can see on the card there, the gentleman is pushing the boat. He's got all the swords in front of him. Sword representing the thoughts. And he's not dealing with them. He's taking them with him, moving forward. And this is why it's difficult, because there's something that isn't being, I feel, addressed. It's either being ignored, and you're both, I'm hearing both, trying to work around this issue, or you're not quite getting to the bottom of it yet. I'm hearing bleak. How are things between the both of you as of this moment? What can you give me, please, Spirit? 6 of Wands. There's that shifting forward. That's a much better energy to be in. Your party, what are they keeping quiet from you as of this moment? Judgment card, massive realization. I'm hearing wanting to give something another go. Your party, how do they feel towards you at present? 6 of Cups. I'm hearing nostalgia and happy memories. Your party may even be going for tarot readings, but there's a confiding here as well in a parent, maybe a nan, a granddad, a close uncle or auntie, because they're thrown on the feelings towards you. Your party's fears, anxieties and concerns when it comes to the connection with you. Scorpio energy, 7 of Cups in reverse. There isn't going to be any choices. How does your party plan to move the connection forward with yourself? The Moon energy. There's that letting go of the anxiety. I sense that coming into the reading, but you can see as the readings progress from the past to the present, the energy is changed. Moving forward, what can you give me, please, Spirit? What's going to unfold over the next 8 to 12 weeks? 5 of Wands in reverse. Quite a bit of Leo energy in here as well. Doesn't surprise me. The colour that represents Leo is yellow, and that was the colour I was guided towards before the reading. This Leo energy can also be that it's only going to unfold in the Leo season. So that'll be the 3rd week in July to the 3rd week in August. The 9 of Swords for Cancer, please, Spirit. What have you got for me of how you see them coming into the reading? What have you got for me on this 9 of Swords? The Tower in reverse, 8 of Pentacles and Knight of Wands in reverse. You're not wanting to admit to yourself that something's happening, or you've contributed to something that you shouldn't have been doing. And it's got these acts of impulsivity to it. You're trying to overcompensate, I feel, with this 8 of Pentacles energy. Keeping yourself grafting. There's a vibe coming through, and I'm not saying it's how you are. It's just what I'm picking up off the cards. That there's a conscience that you have, or there's something that's holding you back that you knew you shouldn't have done. And you feel the urge is going to be there to do it again in the future. Maybe that you're trying to avoid getting involved with a particular person because the setup of it, the dynamic of it just wasn't right. So whilst you're trying to focus on the here and now and stuff that you're good at, making use of all the time that you've got, I feel where it's bordering on a distraction, you're hoping it'll put this Knight of Wands energy that's in reverse at bay. But I feel you know it's coming. You know this Knight of Wands in reverse energy is coming. It's like when somebody's got an addiction to something and they're going well. They've not been triggered for a while, but they're keeping themselves occupied, but because they know they're getting the urges, that whatever this external thing is that triggers them to fall off the bandwagon, it's coming. It's as if it's a looming energy. What can you give me on this page of Wands, please, Spirit, of how Cancer is viewed at the moment? Queen of Cups, Strength in reverse, Nine of Cups. You're being viewed as ready to act on something that you know you shouldn't be acting on. You may even have been suggestive to this other party in the past. May have been when you've been drunk, but they're now viewing you as going back on your word, Page of Wands energy, and you're trying to sit and remind yourself of the things that you've got in your life that are good. But there's an ego that's overcoming you here with this Strength in reverse. Or remember, this is how they see you. And you know it's an act of selfishness, but you tend to act out in this energy when you're unhappy. Nine of Cups in reverse. I feel as well they're staying out of your road because they don't want to be caught up in this Tower energy that's over here. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Moon that's in the upright. That's the anxiety that's coming through. That was coming through at the beginning of the reading. This Nine of Cups as well can be them not wanting to engage with you. Strength card that's in reverse, and they're making it appear to you that they've got bigger and better things to be getting on with than whatever this mess is that's going on over here, or what they see as a mess. Remember, it's what they see as a mess. Six of Swords moving forward. What can you give me on this, please, Spirit? What's gone down in the recent past? Temperance cards, the Sun, more Aquarius, and Six of Pentacles. There is an avoidance vibe. I feel it's you that's avoiding situations, or a particular situation where you're going to need to go with this party. You're struggling moving forward because whilst you are both coming across as being on good terms, there's an event or something here with this Star energy, and you're trying to tell them it's about compromise. I'm getting a similar energy with this Temperance energy as what I'm getting with the Six of Pentacles. It's like the flow, trying to keep things balanced on the Temperance card, but there's also a vibe of that coming through on the Six of Pentacles. I'm hearing it's about being realistic and fair. There's something about fairness in here. What can you give me? Wow. So it's to do with something sociable. Three of Cups and defensive. Or there's been gossiping. You have sorted some gossip out between the both of you. You've cleared up the story, but it's gone a bit pear-shaped again, and it's causing you to get defensive again. More Leo energy. What can you give me on this Six of Wands, please, Spirit, of how things are as of present? What have you got for me for both parties? Chariot in reverse, Nine of Swords again, and High Priestess. There's some of you that don't want to continue in your relationship anymore, the education that you're in, the job that you're in. There's something you're heavily committed to that you're consciously having to tell yourself, be really appreciative of where I'm at the moment, whatever else it is that you're telling yourself, but you're just not happy there. You're not fully in alignment with who you really are when you're carrying out this task or being involved with this person. We've now got all the sixes on the table, I think. Six of Pentacles, Swords, Wands, and Cups. There's a wanting to leave. And I feel you're really trying. This is where this focusing is coming in. But the opportunity isn't there. The opportunity isn't arising, and you're trying and you're trying. But it's as if you're trying too hard, or you're focusing in an area that's just outside where you should be looking at the moment, or maybe it's not the right time. And this is where this stress is coming in, but you're having to do it all alone, having to do it yourself. What else can you give me on this High Priestess, please, Spirit? What's this quietness, holding back, secret, mystery with the High Priestess? letting go of this upset Three of Swords. Some of you are planning on leaving. You're setting yourselves up on the quiet for when you leave, so you're prepared. Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. You know there's going to be a Tower moment, but you're trying to make it not be as big a Tower moment than it needs to be. You want to remain as functional as you can be amongst the chaos. Your party, what are they hiding from you as of this moment with the Judgment? What have you got for me, please, Spirit? Four of, two cards come out there, I'm taking them, and in that order as well. Four of Swords, Eight of Swords, and then I've just said, and happy for the Ten of Cups. There's a research here for your party, and I feel they're bettering themselves, maybe in a career, wanting to expand. There's expansion here, I feel, with your party. Maybe that they've got themselves a better position within their career. They've moved jobs and they've got more salary. But it's a feeling of more. It's quite like a Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter type energy. They're seeing you as holding yourself back at the moment. But they're kind of at a bit of a loose end because they're really happy. But seeing you as not being. But sometimes they're so caught up, your party, and what it is that they're doing. They're completely clueless, absolutely clueless here. Four of Swords, Eight of Swords. And I feel now it's rolling out into, they think everything's all hunky-dory, and it's not. This Six of Cups then, please, Spirit, of how they feel. Oh my God, I can't take all of those, but I'm going to take those three because I'm guided to. Your party sees you at the moment as losing confidence. They don't want you to feel that way. Maybe that you don't have a job at the moment, so it's playing on your self-esteem. Or that's just not your role within the relationship. If it is that your party is generating a massive income, they still see it as it playing down on your self-esteem, because your contributions to the household or to the relationship or whatever that is isn't of monetary value, but it's valued in other ways. There's something to do with a close bond or relationship that got made here. Six of Cups. Whoever the party was that you or them was involved with was a bit of a player, the Fool energy that's in reverse. And whenever this particular situation is mentioned, it causes your party to go into overwhelm. But they're trying to sacrifice. They're trying to recover a situation by buying things. And buying things for you. To make you feel better. I don't know what all these downloads are meaning. I can't even piece it all together. It's just being spout out. But they feel the connection that's between the both of you. It's gone up another level. It's even more solidified than what it was before, but there's a thankfulness and an appreciation that they feel towards you because there was something that you wouldn't do. Fool energy in reverse, and now it's being put out there that yep, you'll do it. Page of Pentacles. Things are being achieved coming from it. There needs to have been a lot of consideration put into whatever this task is, and being shown a boat there, maybe going on a cruise. There's been preparation. But they're very thankful and appreciative now, because this stress that's over here is, nope, I'm not doing it. I've worked so hard on this thing that I've got. I'm not doing it, not now. I'm not going to sabotage it. And then you do. Seven of Cups, that's in reverse. What can you give me, please, Spirit? What's their fears, anxieties and concerns? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Five of Cups. And again, Six of Wands. This is why Spirit wanted me to change deck. They're trying to suggest everything to you and reassure you that everything's going to be all right. And you just wouldn't make a decision. The worry is hyperactivity. You're not going to make the right judgment moving forward. But if the opportunity arises again for you to do whatever it is that you're that your party is really grateful for. Whatever it is that your party is thankful for when it comes to the connection, they're really appreciative of it. But what's concerning them, 7 of Cups that's in reverse, is now they've been given the green light. If the opportunity arises again where they can do this situation again that they're thankful for, they feel you'll say no, as if give them an inch and they'll run a mile. They think that you're going to be thinking that, and you've only allowed it to happen this once. It's not something that can constantly be revisited. But this here is not a rehearsal, but a reflection of going over how you used to be digging your heels in with something. I'm just not going to do it. And your party was getting really upset by it. If it's to do with going away and you took somebody with you, your party's happy for that person who you took with you to go with you again. But they're worrying, because if they mention it to you again and say, how about asking them again, you might then have a bit of a hissy fit, because every time you go away, you don't want to be taking them with you all the time. Doesn't even have to be going away. It's whatever this coming together is. But they really are appreciative. But there's upset somewhere here, I feel, within a family, because somebody now isn't being invited where before they were told they was gonna be. Maybe family members, there may be a family member that's around that has said in the past, maybe a mum-in-law, yeah, you can come away with us. Now they've changed their mind, and their partner is saying, shall we take them away? They're going, no, I don't want to do that anymore, and you cancer end up doing it for them. And they're seeing now you're doing something that they want to be able to do, but it's their partner who's backtracked on their word. They've just told them what they wanted to hear at the time. What's the plan of action that your party's going to take towards you moving forward? This moon energy that's in reverse, 2 of Wands. You've got loads of Wands energy. Knight of Wands, there we go. And the 10 of Swords. Looks like the anxiety moving forward is going to drop. There's a releasing of it. So you may find your party's a bit more cooperative with you, or coming at something, discussing something with you from a different angle. But now that you've made a decision, they're noticing you now still moving forward, but putting reminders out there. That's why this Knight of Wands is in the upright. But he's looking back here as if I'm not forgetting about what's happened before. But there seems to be a lot of pressure on this situation that's over here. Like your party has to remind somebody to behave themselves, not upset the apple cart. The reason you don't want to go somewhere is because this person does have the potential to upset social situations because they snipe. Your party is aware of that. They may even have a word with them on the side and say, you can't be acting like you was before. Causes too much upset, makes everybody get stressed, and you'll end up doing exactly what Cancer said you would do, and that was the reason they wasn't gonna move forward with it. There is a letting go of the anxiety though, because a prioritising's taken place. 2 of Wands energy. The movement forward with this Knight of Wands, it is progression, but I feel this situation is going well because you know that there's an end date. You know there's a holding on to get to this particular point. It's as if you're waiting for a holiday to be over because you're having to bite your tongue. You don't want to say anything to anyone, and you're thinking, just hold it together till the end of the holiday, and then I don't have to be involved with them then. 10 of Swords. Spirit, what are you predicting will unfold over the next 8 to 12 weeks? 8 of Cups, that kept showing itself before. 10 of Pentacles and 7 of Cups. I feel you are going to be putting somebody in a really privileged position. There's somebody here that is obsessed with money and what you have. But it's not just about you. It comes across as being about you, with you having everything that they desire. But they'd be like that with anybody who has the same things as you anyway. They know they're onto a good deal here though. And to avoid any conflict, what they do is they'll take themselves off on their own. There's somebody outside of you and your party that has really sniped and create upset at times. It's now got to a stable place, a place of fairness, equal give and take. I feel you've had conflict with them in the past because you want them to be more appreciative of what they've got. And they have to remind themselves of that at times. But they're realising now that because of how you are about stuff, you and your party have been willing to include this party, the one who's bitter. But when this bitter person comes along, they're realising now how bitter they actually are, because there's nothing here that they can complain about of what's going to happen over the next 8 to 12 weeks, because they've got everything available to them. And the reason that is because you bring it to them. You're creating opportunities for this person and allowing them to get involved and experience more within their life. 7 of Cups energy. And it's because of the financial position that you're in, or the time that you've got to offer, and your willingness to want to include this bitter person. And your party's now starting to realise it might be their parent, their grandparent, another member of the family. Is starting to realise how this person on the outside, how bitter they actually are. But the person who's bitter is starting to realise how they actually are as well. Because if it's the money, or if it's the time, or whatever it is that you have to offer, you're also including this person outside in it, and they're gaining from it. And they're still going to call other people outside of them. That's the way they are. It's deeply ingrained into them, this bitterness, this victimness. The D8 of Swords come out. Yeah, it's over here. But they now won't do it to you. Sending massive hugs your way. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and look forward to catching up with you mid-July.